Hey, friends.
Hi, chat.
Hello.
Wrong one. I didn't want to start there. we have a list, chat, to go down tonight. Hi, everybody. How's it going? me and Kendra were discussing metrics, which the metrics may or may not be important. I just think they're sus. Anyways, hi, everybody. For those of you who don't know, the Streamer Awards happened the other day, which is, it's run by, like, what, QT Cinderella, who is a Hassan dick rider, which is why Hassan showed up in Chairman Mao garb for the thing.
What?
Did you not see his outfit?
I don't pay attention to that loser.
Here, let me see.
Brother was so salty. He was like, I'm gonna show up as a dictator.
I'm hoping there's one that links to... Yeah.
Brother, why does he look like a sopping wet cat?
But he specifically said he was trying to look like a specific Chinese dictator.
He looks like a sad cat. Like, at least smile, bro.
Yeah.
He's really trying to... Oh, can I be real with you? I think it's because he wants to boost his Chinese following now, because the whole thing in China.
It's not gonna work.
You're right.
Here's a and I want to clarify, I'm not being racist. However, I do have to say, if you're trying to, as a brown person, appeal to Chinese people, you are fucked.
Yeah.
There is a reason that when the new Star Wars got released in China, some advertisements just had Finn erased from the posters. Just completely.
Finn erased or covered up.
Yeah.
Or
he was
minimized.
He was quite literally relegated to the back of the poster.
What is it? Even like the writers admitted that he was gonna have a bigger role, but then once they had to minimize it down for the further sequels for that because no black people in China.
Exactly. As a black man, he didn't even get to smash the fat Asian because of that.
What is it?
He
The Black Panther poster?
he deserved his fat Asian.
Yeah. What is it? The Black Panther poster had him wearing a mask. Yeah. Yeah.
So I have no idea why Hassan, as a brown person, is like, I'm gonna try to appeal to the Chinese. Good fucking luck with that, buddy. They don't take too kindly to other races of people over there, particularly black people.
The only reason why was it they like Hassan? No, they like Asman because let's be real here. Brother is the dingiest American-looking stereotype they have probably ever seen that matched the description of America to the whatever China allowed them to see.
Yeah, true. But chap, now that we got our little preamble out of the way, just like to remind you, the algorithm on YouTube is cruel and unloving. So please remember to like, comment, subscribe, which I hate saying that, by the way, but I have to.
No, we gotta make it. We gotta make the subscriber button glow. Okay.
Exactly. Remember to ring that bell icon, chat. If you're not getting notifications, you need to ring the bell. Which I swear to God does not work, by the way.
You already know. Literally, what is it? People literally had rang the bell and it would literally give it to them an hour later.
Yeah, like, I don't think the bell matters. Ring the bell for me because you love me. But I don't think the bell does anything. My bell sure as fuck doesn't do anything.
Remember to press the share button to share on social media. Oh yeah, that was a thing they did for like Instagram and all that, where it's like, oh well, the algorithm changed, like hitting the share icon and just clicking the link shows that the algorithm is boosting us, and it's like, you do realize it's just gonna change the algorithm again, right?
Yeah, the bell used to be bad for some channels. Ooh, I never heard about that one. I'll have to look through that history one day.
I wouldn't be surprised because technically it's like, again, because the bell icon was like implemented like just suddenly, and so basically people were just deboosted from then on out until they started noticing.
Yeah. In chat, I guess I have to clarify, we are not doing a video tonight for anime audits, although we did have some videos in mind, particularly about a fella named Jello Apocalypse. But this came up today. And I am of the opinion that VTubing is inextricably linked to anime. So our anime audit of the day is on the VTuber Awards, and all the dumbasses that want to say a peanut is the best VTuber of the year, because fuck everybody else, I guess.
Yeah.
So the first thing that kind of threw people off when the VTuber Awards thing happened was this is how they introduced VTubers.
I'm super excited to present this next award. Uwu. The 5 VTubers in this category worked hard at mastering peak kawaii and ada aura farming. Here are the nominees for Best VTuber.
I wanted to... This is so bad.
I don't like it because it was so it's like, could you get someone who just like doesn't care?
You've got VTubers. You've got VTubers that are actually pretty invested in the culture that I think would show their face.
Yeah.
But like this, it hurts. It's painful.
This is worse than the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. At least everyone there cared and was just awkward.
They just work for a shit company, but they're not shit people.
Get Demon Dice. Technically, you can't get Demon Dice. You can't get Demon Dice because she cannot link back to Mori Calliope. Now, if Demon Dice was a VTuber
Demon Dice,
herself,
you just couldn't say she was Mori.
Exactly, but the problem is that they you know, you think this award show would have the decency to hide that fact?
Maybe. You get Kason.
Yeah.
Get VTuber to do it on VR chat. Yeah, have him. You have a giant fuck off screen in the background there. Just put him on the screen.
No, that's cringe and my dress.
But that kind of established how we were going to start this. So the nominees were IronMouse, obvious reasons. Mori Calliope, obvious reasons. Kenji, who I kind of disagree with, just because I really don't think he's that popular.
Because he's black, isn't it?
No, it's because of his shit with Sayu.
Listen, we're just gonna have to pull up that thing from the Harley Quinn show. We're only getting the award because they're black.
Yeah. Here, let me double check. So who all was even... There's... The guy that we're talking about tonight is called Burnt Peanut, who also applied. But there was 5 of them. And I can't remember the other one for some reason. If I go to the page, does it actually tell me? Role player, MOBA streamer, brand partner? That was a category?
Yes.
And the options were Cash App, Gamer Subs, AT&T, and Red Bull. And Red Bull won.
Probably the chemicals going into their brain. Let's see.
Sports, Minecraft? I don't watch Minecraft anymore, so I don't care.
Not Cash App. I just saw a Cash App. I guess people were wrong.
They
There
had
were more VTubers.
They had a Best Vertical Live Streamer award. Stream Game of the Year was between Expedition 33, Peak, Repo, Schedule 1, and Marvel Rivals, and somehow Peak won.
I'm not even surprised. I'm not surprised in the slightest.
Oh, another thing that people thought was a slight, which you have to remember people vote for this, although I do agree it's a slight, is Best Content Organization. And the 2 big people on it were HoloLive and FaZe Clan. And FaZe Clan won, even though they're currently in the middle of dying.
Well, we gotta promote them so that we gotta promote FaZe Clan so that we don't die.
Best Stream Duo had Sea-Dog and IronMouse in it. And the people that won were Agent 00 and Extra Emily.
I've only ever heard of Extra Emily.
And don't even know
And
the other
even
person
then,
is.
that was in passing.
Oh yeah, sorry. The other best VTuber was Chibidoki. So they had, as much as I don't like Kenji, they had Kenji, Chibidoki, IronMouse, and Mori Calliope up for best VTuber, and the winner was Burnt Peanut.
Which is weird also because this was really like Chibidoki's year.
Yeah.
Like this was like she's getting like collaborations up the wazoo. I don't understand how she wouldn't have been like even second place. First place, really.
So here is the Burnt Peanut guy. Is just a guy with his face superimposed on a peanut. This also upset people, by the way. This is obviously not Yagoo.
Yeah.
But instead of just saying HoloLive and having like the HoloLive symbol, they just put up a random ass dude.
That's my thing. Like I talked about this like earlier today. I was like, hey, so I think this joke is funny too, because again, it's like if this was like a regular VTuber thing, this would have been funny. And even like some of the HoloLive girls were laughing at it too. My thing though is, and I said it, like I said it this morning, this is funny. However, if this was any other IRL streamer or their sponsor or their brand deal or whatever, they would have been fighting tooth and nail saying this was disrespectful. This is disrespectful. Like, come on.
Yeah. Like, we had
Like,
the
it's not even
announcement. They introduced VTubers in probably the worst way. They had VTuber nominations all across the board that were substantially bigger than the real person, quote-unquote real person organizations they had on the page, and they got snubbed. Then for the actual Best VTuber Award, the one place where you would think they can't snub real VTubers, they put up this guy, who nobody knew, by the way. Uh, like, literally, nobody knew who this was until, like, today. Like, the most you know about him is he's apparently Shroud's new pet, who Shroud will get bored of in, like, a month or 2 months, because that's how Shroud does.
Yeah. It's like, again, it's the respect, and it's like, well, you shouldn't care about who's the winner. It's like, okay, doesn't matter. It shouldn't take a winner to be, like, respectful and stuff. Like, you could have put a picture of Yago on there. Heck, you could have put a picture of the golden Yago up there. That would have been way funnier. Now, and again, this is funny, but again, if this was anyone else, if this was Hassan, you know he would have been throwing a fit and QT would have been apologizing.
I think it would have been funny if it was an actual joke. I don't think it's a joke. I think they just hate.
It was so, like, this is like, it's a passive aggressive joke. It's like, again, it's funny. And again, I like the stuff that the girls were saying, being like, haha, Yago looks a little bit different. But it's like, again, if it was an in-joke from VTubing already that would have spread out, that would have been funnier. Because only people in VTubing would understand that joke, and then new people would be introduced to that joke. That's why I say you should have put the golden Yago up there. It would have been way funnier because it would have been so out of context.
Yeah. And I guess I have to clarify this, because I had to clarify this on Twitter as well. We genuinely do not care about this streamer award thing. Everybody knows it's rigged. It's run by a Hassan dick rider. I mean, she got up on stage and the first joke she told was about Hassan electrocuting his dog, as if it was just a cute little controversy that happened. Like, it's a shit event, and everybody's known it's been a shit event for years. But it's the reaction to the event that really upset a bunch of people. Because a bunch of the higher-up VTubers that have already kind of made it were running around like, oh no, Burnt Peanut's fantastic, the event was great, you know, you guys should, like, leave them alone and not criticize them and all this stuff. And it's like, what is wrong with you guys? They treat you like shit. Constantly.
Well, that's the thing with these people. They want to be so conflict avoidant. Like I said, like, what is it? I was thinking about it earlier, and I'm just like, the reason why we don't have respect, because like I said this earlier about, like, a couple of the big VTubers that were going around defending it. Not like Mori and all of them, but like Code Miko and stuff that were like, stop gatekeeping VTubers. And it's like, we literally had like a gatekeeping session like 2 months ago for a very valid reason. The diaper fur. Yeah. And then it's like, you know good and well these people didn't say anything with that whole diaper fur thing. But you know good and well we're gonna hear them in 2 to 5 months polluting my timeline about them being like, guys, I feel so demotivated and VTubing is not respected. Why us, guys? We need more respect. And then they'll do the exact same thing again, going back to their jiggle physics. And it's like, okay, if you have jiggle physics, I don't care. But at the same time, stuff like this, y'all can't defend nothing in this space because you literally have the backbone of a squirrel.
Wolfsbane for 5. Burnt Peanut looks like he's supposed to be part of the annoying orange. Also, he only grew to that big around 2 to 3 months ago. Chibi has been grinding. So I'll skip ahead a little bit to that, because that's what I kind of showed at the start of the stream. I think it's... So a lot of people are saying they think he's a plant of some sort. I'm not sure if I think he's a plant. I do think his growth is the most inorganic shit I have ever seen in my life. In 2 months, he went from like around 50k subscribers to almost 1 million. Just like, and you can see it on both of the charts. It's just immediate, straight up. Look, people keep saying arc raiders is why he got big. You guys are lying through your teeth. It's not true.
Here's my crack theory. I think maybe Shroud got to him 2 months ago on orders of his friends, so that it's like, no, guys, he's been growing. He's been totally been growing, but it's like still super suspicious.
There are tons of people who have made breakout hits for one specific thing that have completely changed the landscape of streaming because of how they made their breakout. They have never had this much growth. This is fake as fuck growth. All I think happened is that he got adopted by all the bigger people.
Can you compare to Saba's growth, like, as the next life of Gura? How did her rise compare to his? Even if you compared it to Gura's, it wouldn't even be imaginable because Gura already had like 2 established fan bases from like her first, before she even got into Hololive, which already you have Hololive numbers behind you. And then again, new identity with cute brand new model with sponsors and everything. This guy is like, who? He's a literal who.
Do they not have her page anywhere?
People just like the lolly. People got mad when she literally unbuttoned her shirt. If she's
No.
Wrong Saba, Mizu. We got the wrong one.
Yeah, I don't care either way. I'll loop around for it on my own later.
He is a literal nepotism.
Yeah.
You didn't even say that.
I just don't believe this growth at all.
Watch it be like KSI and literally just he had a certain number of threshold and then got to exactly that number, and then after he stopped paying, that exact same number from previously goes back down.
Yeah. And trust me, chat, I could see it. There's like 1 billion people down here who... See, where is it? There's this part where everybody just starts saying Arc Raiders over and over again. This graph actually lines up perfectly. He got insanely big from playing Arc Raiders. Almost like Arc Raiders released the same time that spiked. Crazy, huh? Like, genuinely think about this. Do you really believe somebody who nobody was watching starts playing one game that, by the way, literally everybody else is playing? He is not... It is literally a flavor of the month game. It is probably the most polluted Twitch category right now for people. And do you really think he shot up 1 million subs over that?
I would believe that more if it happened with like Silksong, because Silksong blew up. I wouldn't doubt somebody's career got boosted because of that.
But to that degree,
I've never, like, I don't.
You have to think everybody's playing it.
Like, what is it? I didn't even hear about Arc Raiders coming out. I thought it was like a completely different game that came out like 5 years ago. Because its logo looks so similar to something else.
Oh, it got announced like forever ago. You might have been thinking of that. And it just never went anywhere for a while.
Well, that makes his growth even more suspicious.
So, like, all this came with other stuff, right? Because... And this is what me and Kendra are talking about. They do not respect VTubers at all. So this is actual, like, regular streamers, because IronMouse had a performance at the Streamer Awards, and this is how they treat it. Yeah, he fake stream crashed it, so he could just turn off the IronMouse song. And that's kind of where we're coming from with a lot of this. Is it's not necessarily like one person or one group. It's like we are genuinely treated like shit all the time, and then when we call it out, suddenly it's like, why are you so mad about this? Just stop being mad about it.
Lazy Mizu, stop being mad about it. What's wrong with you? And then, obviously, what is it? You can, like... Because, like, my thing with it is also... Because here's the thing, because people were sharing the whole clips and stuff of, like... Of course, him, like, fake crashing and stuff. There's also the fact that she was down there commenting. And it was like, she never really did that with previous people who would, like, make fun of her. But she's specifically doing it with something like this. Because we've had, like... What is it? I know, what is it? XQC, like, did the whole, like, you're a man thing, and she never commented on that.
Yeah.
And it's like, you're specifically commenting on this. It's like, all right, so why? Not only that, it makes no sense for him to even be up here. He only debuted within the last, like, what was it, 1 to 2 months with, like, the P-Tuber thing and really popped off. They didn't even do Doki Bird in the VTuber Awards because she came out so soon.
Yeah.
Yet he's suddenly here? Like, don't you think that's kind of an unfair advantage?
Like, it's definitely a plant, to a degree. And, like, people are all shilling him, all backing him up. And they're like, no, you don't understand. He's just really funny. I watched some of his streams while I was at work today. Look, humor is subjective. You can like what you like. His streams are like nothing. It's just him over and over saying that he fucked somebody in the ass. Like, not even like in a clever way, just exactly how I just said it. They're not fun streams.
But he's not a VTuber. He's a IRL streamer we can snub with for actual VTubers.
Exactly. Which, by the way, that's why I'm glad Kitsu had this, by the way, because they have the clips of when he said it.
You deserve it. I really do feel like you deserve it.
All right. Okay. All right. Tell you what, you deserve, buddy.
Let's run back a 6v6.
Actually, genuine question though. Do you think if you won, this question for everybody, do you think if you were to win an achievement like that VTubers would be pissed?
Wait a second.
VTubers
Hold up,
would be
wait a
pissed.
minute. Shroud could be onto something.
This could actually be a good thing. If you win, you could, you don't like VTubers, you're a P-tuber and all.
The
So
master
if you
plan.
win the VTuber award,
Big rage bait.
yeah, think about that. Think about the damage you could do to the VTuber community if you won as a P-tuber.
That is an excellent point, Shroud.
Triceratops.
Excellent point.
Ready to strike.
Wow. I never thought about it that way. Honestly,
Vote
I'm
for
in.
Peanut.
I'm in.
Vote for
I'm
Peanut.
in.
Yeah, vote for
me,
Peanut.
gentlemen. Let's get him.
Now, my thing with that is that brings up an even worse thing, because technically he did not say that, but everybody else is thinking it. And it's like, he's not shutting it down, which makes him implicated, but it's like, if he's insisting it, and he's being backed up by someone in the background, who's to say that not a ton of other people aren't also thinking the same thing, that they just want to piss off a bunch of VTubers?
Yes. And that's the thing. Everybody keeps saying it's a bit with him. Specifically in regards to like the P-tuber thing up here.
Every time I play with that guy, first thing he says, he goes, make sure you guys go vote Peanut for VTuber of the Year. Yeah. And then I riff him up with something. I don't know what I say, but everybody knows I don't like being called a VTuber just because it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing.
Doesn't it just mean virtual tuber?
Yo, I don't think so. Every time I play with that guy, first thing he
People are saying that him is specifically a bit he's doing right there. Like, I don't think that's a bit. That doesn't
I
come
didn't even
across as a bit.
That doesn't really even feel like a bit. It's just, he's like, no, I'm not. I'm not doing the same thing. Like, he literally is just like, nope, I'm not.
And
Yet people will take this and be like, I think in the psychic of my own brain, from what I was able to ultra analyze from this clip, that he's doing a bit and he doesn't even know it.
yeah. My thing, and I said this on another tweet, that we're like, no, you don't understand, guys. It's just a bit. Even if it is just a bit, at what point does it matter that it's a bit? Right? So, you ever see the post where it's the guy that pees his pants, and everybody's like, ha, wow, what a retard, and then he just closes his eyes and he goes, living rent-free.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, right? Like, at what point are you serious? Because you've done the bit for so long, and you actively encourage people who believe the bit unironically to continue believing it unironically. At what point is it just not a bit?
Well, you see, Mizu, it stops being a bit when he gets into drama.
Yeah. Because it's like,
That's it.
people kept saying it's a bit, and it's like, okay, so it's a bit that he hates VTubers, but his friends unironically do hate VTubers. His community unironically does hate VTubers. He actively does things to spite VTubers. At what point is it just not a bit? And it's him shielding himself from criticism by saying it's a bit. Which, by the way, I don't think he said it's a bit. Other people just keep claiming it's a bit for him.
Yeah. And that's like my thing. Nobody in this community knows how to defend anything. They don't know how to defend nothing in this space unless it's like something drama related. And it's like, well, no, guys, he's totally a VTuber. Again, like, what is it? Because again, we were doing the whole, like, people were going around, stop gatekeeping VTubing, and it's like, okay, you weren't saying anything. Like, none of these people will say stop gatekeeping VTubers when it's like an actual dangerous or weird person in the community trying to like come in and take advantage of people in this space. No, it'll always come out against like their fellow big creator, where it's like, guys, we want him to stay in position. Because if we want him to stay in position, and he'll basically shill our channels, we want to be in good standing with him. And it's like, oh my gosh, y'all don't know anything. Y'all are just kind of you just let it happen and you get steamrolled. And nobody can defend anything in this space.
Because here's the thing, right? If people really believe this isn't a problem, they wouldn't be lying about it so much. So they're lying about it being a bit. I think it's pretty obvious it's not a bit. And then something else they've been lying about constantly is saying that IronMouse voted for him for the VTuber of the Year. Problem, IronMouse streamed her votes. She voted for Mori. And people just keep lying about it for no reason. They lie about the dumbest shit.
And again, and it's like, again, nobody defends anything. Not even the voters defend anything because, again, they want to be in good standing with bigger people. Because, like, IronMouse wants to do, like, her thing where she's like, oh, guys, I can, like, brush it off. I don't want to spread hate or anything. And they'll voice complaints about, again, companies and people that aren't directly tied with them because they're like, well, it's not going to really affect me. But then when it's actually something that does affect you, they don't want to do anything about it. And then they'll come out about it 5 years later being like, guys, I was silent all this time. Let me finally spread all the deets.
Yeah. And the other problem is people like Burnt Peanut bring his community into the wider VTubing space. And in case you didn't know, his community kind of fucking sucks. So there's a virtual YouTuber Reddit, and they've been talking about how, like, his fans have just been swarming the Reddit to start shit.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Here, can I just pull this one up, just so people can see it a little bit better?
Yeah. So that sounds about right, because it always like devolves into this where everybody is like, oh, well, it doesn't matter and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, you could have solved this a while ago because y'all don't want to y'all don't want to confront anything in this space because you don't want bad things. And then everybody at the bottom has to deal with it.
Yeah. Like, and you can see it with, like, other VTubers that are talking about how they aren't particularly happy with this. Like, even the nicest people in the world that are just, yeah, I'm kind of not really happy with this, are getting posts from him. It's like, oh, you're just jealous because he's an actual dude and you're just, like, some pedophile pretending to be a little girl. That's the people he's bringing into our space. And we have to deal with that for, like, months at a time.
And the people at the top don't deal with it. Like, forget about Mori and stuff like that. Like, Mori literally runs a company and works with the biggest VTuber agency in the world. We know IronMouse sees this stuff.
Yeah.
We know, like, it wasn't before where it's like, oh, she's busy too. She's out of Bishojo. She sees this stuff. Same with Zentreya recently with the whole that thing over there. With the whole uniform thing that happened, they see this stuff and they just don't do anything because something I want to avoid confrontation. And there's no reason why technically she found that video of that dude laughing at her. It's like, why did you, again, like I said earlier, you never commented on when XQC called you a man. You didn't even comment like smiling emojis about that. But you're suddenly commenting about that here and just kind of taking it like a champ.
Yeah. Also, somebody in chat mentioned Asmund said it best, most dangerous thing in the world is suicidal, empathetic white women. That's the problem. Asmongold came out and decided to break his silence of never talking on Twitter about anything to get mad at people for being mad at the peanut.
Who I'm pretty sure he's never heard of either.
So you had Kiyomu, who said this is why you don't separate structured idol culture from VTubing. The West's irrational misunderstanding and hatred of idol culture led to the West redefining what VTubing is and creating its own VTubing culture without it, but also without any real definition. Now, words have no meaning, and silly things like this actually manage to become points of contention. And then Asmongold replies, idol culture hate is very rational, actually. It's controlling, manipulative, and breeds parasocial mental illness. Bad for idols and fans alike. Everyone is entitled to their own culture, but they're not entitled to the rest of the world liking it.
Hey, so I want to ask, what company was Asmongold a part of again before it started like getting sued and stuff like that? OTK?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's funny is that a couple of years ago, because this is about the Emiru situation, did you know that his company went to Dexerto and silenced them about when Mizkif was being accused a long time ago of being abusive and stuff like that? Yeah. I wonder who's the manipulative, controlling, and breeding of parasocialism company here.
Yeah.
But that's just me, since he wants to pretend like he knows everything.
Welcome to the puddle. Why not? Thank you for the follow.
Just every single time with these people.
Chat mentioned it, and here, I hate Proctor. I think Proctor's a piece of shit, and I have other stuff I'll say about Proctor later. But Proctor just said something that Mouse has said before, that Mouse is only a VTuber because of her illness. And Mouse has said before that she is only a VTuber because of her illness. If she did not have that illness, she likely would either have just a regular job, or she would be a flesh streamer. Highly likely she would.
Yeah.
Or
she would have went into her opera career, the career she literally said she wanted before she got sick.
And Asmongold says, shit-talking retard inventing fan fiction to justify hating someone who took an award from his favorite waifu. Get some help. I don't understand all these people, doubling down for this fucking peanut dude who showed up overnight 2 months ago, and it's really not helping the industry plant allegations. Because why are all of you just rallying around him? Nobody else has heard who the fuck he is until this event. What is this?
And Asmongold barely comments on anything, yet he's commenting on this. It's like, why? Why specifically? Is he your buddy? Is he your brother? Is he your best buddy friend of a friend of a friend of a friend? Is he Hassan's brother?
Yeah. And I have to loop back into it because we had to skip it ahead.
What is it? Asmon's take here is a backhanded insult to Mori, IronMouse, as if they're only there to be waifus. Yeah, that's also the thing. It's like, these girls were climbing hard. Just because you see them as a waifu doesn't change the fact that they're not doing anything. They're trying hard to grind. This was Chibi Doki's year. I like the fact that she popped off in my algorithm and saw her everywhere. And she was really rational during the whole Cinder stuff and being like, guys, listen, if you want to turn off this dock, turn it off, go outside and then have a life and have a good time.
Yeah.
Whereas this guy literally is instigating. That was 2 months ago, by the way. This guy's literally instigating his fan base with his friends.
And I have to loop back to this because he kind of went past it a bit, but more stuff on just his fans really just hate VTubers. And I had these from Kenny. Fans are the exact opposite of a VTuber audience, by the way. They hate us. And it's just people saying they hate that VTubers have too many sex jokes, which, by the way, the fucking peanut talks about fucking people in the ass 20 times a stream, from what I've seen.
was it not only that, but like kind of I would understand this like 5 years ago because that was more prominent, but like sex jokes and VTubing are kind of like not dead, but like they're not as prominent as they used to be anymore.
Yeah. And like look at the number of like likes on these. Bet those VTubers are fuming. 48,000 likes. Gladdy1, other VTubers make me super uncomfy with the sexualized jokes and exaggerated voices. This is a step in the right direction. 24,000 likes. Like, it's...
First off, super uncomfy in the year 2025. Please grow up. It's just me, though. It's just me.
Very mad at you on Twitter. Good. Good.
Like, that's just where they are. They like that VTubers are mad at them. They don't like the community. They hate it.
I also don't doubt if some of those peoples are like bots paid by them or people on alts and stuff like that, because some of these profile pictures, at least to me, look really suspicious.
You know, also got banned for saying the F slur.
Stupid thing. Sorry. Gen Alpha's annoying orange. Here's the thing, at least annoying orange was trying to be entertaining, and actually he's weird, but he's trying to be entertaining. Basically. Like, he's trying to just make a show because he just wants to make a show and he thought it was funny. This guy's just mean.
That was the thing from what I saw. Like, a lot of his content just seems like either mean or troll content. Which there was a time where that was kind of funny. But after a while, it's kind of like, you're the kind of guy that when I get in a game with them, it pisses me off and I can't find this funny. You know?
Exactly.
Like, that's kind of how it was with troll content is funny when you're a kid. As you get older, though, it becomes like, oh, so you're that annoying asshole that I don't want to deal with any daily, like, any part of my life. Why would I want to watch you inflict that on other people?
Pretty much. And of course we have this.
Oh yeah, so this is the one Kendra kind of mentioned earlier, but you had Code Miko jumping in, saying stop gatekeeping VTubing. VTubing is about expressing yourself digitally and however you please. Congrats to Burnt Peanut for winning the VTuber award. His VTubing is simple yet so expressive. And also he's hilarious. I love seeing new styles come forward in this space, so big W. I would also like to comment that everyone tries to say, oh, his eyes and his mouth are so expressive. Yeah, because it's literally just his eyes and his mouth. Superimposed over a peanut. Like, I don't...
Like, I don't get this. I just had to, because, I just had to block some people with this, because I'm just like, because, the people that are defending this haven't watched even his own content. It's like, you cannot be defending him this hard unless he was basically, shilling out, 10K per, defense.
Yes.
This makes no sense. I'm like, again, none of y'all, people were insulting Code Miko, a couple of years ago, too. Because they were, not even because she wasn't a VTuber, just because people were, comparing her to, the stereotype of a VTuber. And it's like, y'all know what this would do, and y'all can't defend nothing in this space, because if you actually defended something in this space, oh, I'm gonna get blacklisted, oh. And it's like, ugh, these people irritate me because you could do something about it and be like, hey, let's do this better for next year. But because you want to suck up to a girl who can't suck up to her own friends and then gets scared, and then her boyfriend gets scared because his boyfriend is being mad at him about all the other stuff because he's decided to show up in a Chinese uniform to protest the fact that he wasn't voted in.
Also, I'm obligated to mention it every time I see him. This guy here, TFM Johnny, that's saying facts to Code Miko. There's a Google Docie he tried to put out on somebody else. And inside that Google Docie, him and all his friends, for some reason, admitted that he was paying a minor child to pretend to be his daughter on VR chat for months at a time.
Actually, I remember him. He was friends with Yaki, too. And Yaki was someone who literally got ousted from the entire VTuber community because she was literally pulling basically the Cinder situation, but IRL.
Also, yes, chat, that is Minecraft. That is Minecraft trees, Johnny, for those who have heard the Minecraft tree story. He tried to say his friend was abusing his paid minor daughter on VR chat by planting trees on her Minecraft house.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, if I can find the document, I'll show it to you guys, because literally every single one... He and his friends coordinated doc releases on this one guy, and every single one of them started with, so this guy is abusive to this girl who is the paid minor child, or the minor child who Johnny pays to pretend to be his daughter in VR chat. And every single one of them started their document like that. And I'm like, why do you keep saying that? Is this like a subtle dig at Johnny? Like, why do you keep including that at the top of the document? Do you not know how fucking weird that sounds?
He really also should have been technically outed, because he outs from the community, because again, he was friends with like Yaki. No, not Yaki. Bunny that
Risu?
bunny girl. Yeah, Bunny Risu. Because she was also weird with people. And granted, she came back, so who knows?
Yeah, might be too much internet for me tonight. So, I don't have this tweet pulled up here. I could pull it up so I can go over it myself, because I was kind of upset today, right? When I kept having people come to my tweets I had made about it and be like, oh, VTubing so toxic. Why are VTubers so mean? So, I posted this tweet. So annoying how VTubers get shit on all day, and it's, quote, just jokes, unquote. But as soon as we all agree, yeah, we're kind of tired of getting shit on, everyone pipes up to say we're a toxic hive of scum and villainy. You know what? As a drama tuber, I admit we have some bad apples and some toxicity. You know what we don't have here? Massive creators bumping shoulders with billionaires who openly hurt their animals on stream. Some people think this is about Hassan, but anyone who's watched IRL streaming knows I could be talking about 50 different people right now. Yeah. Half of Twitch royalty is on yearly rotations for sex scandals, domestic abuse, or straight-up child predator allegations. How many years in a row has TwitchCon had roofie allegations? I'm tired of hearing VTubing is uniquely toxic compared to what IRL streamers have been up to for years. Did we forget there was an entire genre of stream where people went out in public to illegally harass people that only got cracked down on after numerous bomb threats were called into major airports?
Dang.
Like, I'm tired of, oh, VTubers have Google Docies, they're so toxic. IRL streamers called in bomb threats to the international airport. And only got cracked down on because the FBI showed up at Twitch's front door. I'm sorry, VTubers write Google Docies. I'll write more Google Docies. I'll read more Google Docies.
Isn't these are the same people who will be like, oh my gosh, my job is so tiring, and it's literally reading.
At least I'm not electrocuting my dog on stream because he moved from his preordained position.
No, Mizu, that's wrong. That's wrong. You know you're shocking Atari and everybody else.
It's just so annoying, dude. Yeah, there was a cat getting vodka on stream. There was a streamer that threw their cat. There's another streamer that every time she, like, got on all fours to do push-ups, like, so her ass was in the camera, her dog would try and mount her, which has strange implications.
Yeah. Didn't an IRL streamer give birth on stream? Yeah, like, I think 2 months ago. And just people, I mean, for the people who saw the stream, they probably want to forget, but, yeah, people just kind of forgot about it.
IRL streamer gave birth on stream with no repercussions. IRL streamer had sex on stream twice. Both times only got a 1-week ban for it.
Shondo got banned for like an entire month, but only
for saying she was sad. Actually, so the one she got banned for an entire month of, she said she was sad and she was better. And then she got banned for her own mental health, saying they thought she was going to hurt herself.
And then only got it reversed because she made a big stink about it on Twitch and was like, you know what? We're going to ban you because we realized that we were super valid with what we felt, but we want Twitter to stop being mad at us.
Yeah, like, and then people come up, they're like, oh, VTubers are so toxic. They have Google Docies. Shut the fuck up.
Don't you have a court case?
Like, half of the Twitch royalty right now is in the middle of multiple different court cases for sex abuse allegations of
Isn't Asmund
varying
being sued?
degrees. And I'm supposed to care that two VTubers wrote Google Dockies on each other. Shut the fuck up. It's exhausting. I hate you people.
Come on, Mizu, it's not the same. It's not the same.
Also, yes, the Twitch CEO did donate to the pregnant birth stream.
Yeah.
He was there watching the stream, and his donation said something like, "Oh, this is beautiful. I hope you have an easy birth," or some shit.
What is it? There was also the fact that he literally used his own admin privileges to spam. No, not admin privileges. He went to multiple streamers' chats to advertise his charity, being like, and none of them wanted to advertise his charity.
Yeah. IRL streamer caused the death of their friend on stream on both Kick and Twitch. There was somebody who caused the death of their girlfriend on Twitch. Locked her outside in the freezing cold and like Russia or some shit, and she froze to death on the balcony. Like, people look you in the face and say, "Oh, VTubers are more toxic because they write Google Dockies." I've seen heinous shit on Twitch. Like, absolutely heinous shit. And people look me dead in the eye and say VTubers are worse. Oh, it's horrendous. I hate it.
Jeez.
Someone donated $1,000 to the guy for that. They did. It was... Oh my god.
Oh, I briefly remember that. I saw that video a long time ago.
Yeah,
They
somebody
didn't show
donated
Audit.
$1,000 and said lock her outside on the balcony, and he did.
You know, maybe.
You think people will start to turn on
maybe they do
Iron
deserve
Mouse?
a ball of fire.
I don't know if people would turn on Iron Mouse. I think people are going to stop listening to her as much. Because that was my take. Is I didn't say cancel Iron Mouse or stop watching her. I said she doesn't give a shit about VTubing. Stop listening to her opinion on VTubing.
No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. What is it? What is it? My thing. Sorry, I saw something in chat. What is it? Just the thing with Iron Mouse is that you're not gonna cancel her. It's more gonna be like death by 1,000 cuts for her, and it's just gonna be death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah,
because she's gonna like it's the whole thing with like because even like what is it? A good example is the Hassan thing. They're like, hey, they're like, what is it? She's like, ha ha ha, Hassan, he's such a funny guy. And her entire audience is like, what are you doing? He's racist and like promotes terrorism. Why would you ever want to collab with him? He's crazy and a weirdo.
exactly. Yeah.
And then of course this whole thing with the peanut situation, she's not saying anything. I don't really think she's gonna be like get flack for that. It's just the fact that people are gonna be like, well, you should have won. And we're not
she's
going to
been
get
saying
mad
stuff about it. She made a tweet saying she thinks everybody's really stupid for being mad about the peanut thing.
Oh, then never mind. Never mind. It's just death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah, let me see if I can find her exact wording. I'm cringing at all the people mad the peanut won. Every VTuber in that category deserved to be there.
He's not by definition. Here's the thing. My thing with people who do the definition by VTuber, I understand VTuber. I understand even PNG tuber, 3D VTuber. Like, what is it? We've seen some of this stuff, like, even in the top of VTubing. I don't even know why people tried to start a war with PNG tubing in the first place, because that was actually a really good thing for people who couldn't afford things.
I don't think anybody did.
Oh no, there was some beef in the art community about it, and some people bringing up concerns about it.
Yeah, but
like,
that was the
back
art
then.
community. VTubers didn't care.
Well, it was mostly the VTuber artist circle, if that makes more sense.
Yeah,
but
nobody
the
cares
thing with
about them.
this is the fact that he's not a VTuber, not only because forget about all idol culture stuff, he just sucks. He's mean, he doesn't promote positivity, he just his community is going out and harassing people, which, you know, considering what we've seen literally the past entire year, maybe does and how they just send their audience out and just don't say anything about don't harassing anybody. Because again, we got to deal with it. People got to go out and deal with it. And while the big leagues just go off to their mansions getting paid off by the dollar from some other company. And it's just like, y'all know what you're doing. Y'all are so freaking annoying about this. And then again, they won't say anything until it's some minuscule drama, not even having to deal with them, that they can cut off and throw to the side and be like, oh, ha, 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 ha. Can you believe this? And they'll vague tweet about that. And then when it comes to an actual serious thing, they'll just say nothing because they're stupid.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good. It's also dumb. And then they get mad at us for calling it out. And every year it just degrades what the term means more and more. Next year it'll be an IRL streamer. That's already a problem. Like when I end my YouTube streams, what I'll do is I'll go to YouTube, I'll type in VTuber, and then I'll sort by live. So I can try and find a live VTuber. Half the list is flesh streamers using hashtag VTuber in their title. Like, it's already annoying enough that plenty of people do it. That now we're getting to the point where people just act like actually big creators do it too, just to like take the term.
And then they'll also be crying because the thing with VTubing is that what is it? As this person just said right now, it's a tool. It's a content creation thing. But the problem is that because nobody respects anybody in VTubing, and again, the big VTubers can't fight for nothing in this space, when actual big companies want to collaborate with everybody, especially in the States, they're not going to take anybody seriously because they're like, oh, you're just the cutie anime. Like, what is it? It's going to be like the Crunchyroll CEO, where they only see anime as either, what is it? Battle shonen and porn.
Yeah.
Because that's literally what one of the people who was fired from Crunchyroll said. The CEOs of Crunchyroll only see anime as two things: battle shonen and porn.
And the thing is, that's where we're getting with VTubers, is people either see them as, oh, it's super interesting and creative, like the Peanut, or it's just porn that's appealing to specifically, it's porn of childlike characters that are appealing to pedophiles. Or it's something super interesting like the Peanut.
And that's why you see a lot of these creators, can I be real with you? That's why you see a lot of these creators just hopping out of America and getting famous in some other country. Because those countries actually know what they're freaking doing.
Yeah.
You think Mori would have succeeded in the United States? Nah, there's a reason she hopped to Japan. Not only because she's a massive nerd, but let's be real here. Let's be absolutely real here. So annoying with these people.
This was some of the stuff that was annoying me too, right? Where they say, whether you like the Peanut or not, I hope this win shakes up the space. VTubing is a content creation tool. It doesn't have to look one way. Peanut's style is more entertaining to a general audience than an anime character. So pick the look that makes you happy, break the mold.
I don't want anybody to break the mold. You're just stupid. This is a stupid opinion. Like, the first half of this thing was amazing. Everything else can be disregarded.
I don't understand. I hope this win shakes up the space. Why? There are tons of people that are being more creative with their VTubers. Like, all the time. This isn't a guy. I'm gonna be mean because I normally don't try and be mean about people's stuff. This is not creative. This is literal bottom of the barrel. Did not give a shit. Threw it together. Thank you for the Dojin character.
Why wasn't Vito voted for?
Yeah.
Why wasn't, what is it? Not just Vito. There's a guy, I forgot his name, but I follow him. He literally programmed everything. Like, he programmed an entire game to be a VTuber because scene transitions and like Steam, like badges and the buttons and all the icons and stuff like that. That's programmable into like his Twitch and everything. Why wasn't he voted for? There's like a ton of VTubers being creative right now that are doing way more than just VTubing. That they could actually just quit VTubing and just go into the regular industry of entertainment or whatever. And we've got Peanut PNG because, again, nobody in this space can defend nothing. And I keep
Exactly.
saying that, but I'm serious. Y'all can't confront. Y'all have the backbone of a worm.
And people keep saying, "Oh, why do you need to gatekeep? Isn't it better if it gets like to a wider audience?" Are you people retarded? Have you not paid attention to the last like 20 years of this shit happening? We're at a point where the grimdark universe of Warhammer is talking about how they need to be more gay and inclusive. We're at a point where most anime is owned by Netflix and being translated by AI without even telling like the original creators they're doing it. Like people look you dead in the face and say all of that is good because more people watch it. Why do I give a shit if more people watch it? How does that help me? Like, in what world do I give a shit that more people are into the same thing I'm into if it means the thing I'm into has to be shit now?
No, not only that, but these are the same people who, again, they always complain, being like, oh, these faceless companies and all these blah, 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 blah. Like, what is it? It's like the whole argument with like, oh, well, indie VTubers and how indie is the way to go. And then none of them had to climb up. None of them had to do all the hard work. And if they did do hard work, that's great. You still got boosted by someone bigger than you. Let's be real here. Like, the only reason why IronMouse got boosted was, because she was big. She got further boosted because she joined VShojo. And then she rode VShojo's coattails because basically VShojo was her mascot, was the mascot anyway, because they treated her like one. And now that VShojo is dead, she kind of just can go back to normal. Now, not completely back to normal because court and stuff, which we found out was not even really going anywhere. Brother ran off with all that money.
100%.
But still.
Thank you, Danny, for the 10. This is further proof that gatekeeping is a necessary evil. Emphasis on necessary these days. Have a good stream, everyone. We'll catch the VOD later. Thank you.
Bye.
I hope you, when you get to this part in the VOD, you're happy. And Wolfsbane for 2. So we going back to 2009, Annoying Orange, apparently.
Annoying Orange was nicer.
Yep. Like, I think there's another thing that a couple people have mentioned. All of these guys are the exact same people that will shit on you for being a VTuber. And that's what makes it more annoying. And he says it in his streams. He's like, I don't like VTubers. Yeah, I want to do this just to piss off VTubers. And you're going to look me in the face, or you're going to look me and Kendra in the face, and you're going to be like, that's the kind of guy you want in your community. Somebody that hates your community. Why? Why is that someone I want in my space? At all, ever, at any time.
Because we want to be more inclusive, Mizu. VTubing can't just be one way. And it's like, okay, I don't care. I don't want all those people in here. Do you know how many people I've had to block and ban just from my stream? Not a lot, but I don't want any of those crazy people in my chat because they're the people that tell you what to do. I don't want people that tell me what to do. I'm a fully functioning adult, but I don't want a community of people who are like, well, I hate your content, change for me, and then they leave.
That sucks. And then we don't... I've said this before, and I said it in my Discord today, but my kind of belief, because some people are saying IronMouse has like suicidal empathy, which what that means is it's somebody who will kind of bend over backwards to help somebody who is basically actively malicious to them. Like they're so empathetic that they would allow like a murderer into their house because, oh, he's cold outside. That's kind of the idea of it. I don't actually believe that's what it is with IronMouse and some of these other people. I believe what it is something called Ivory Castle politics. Basically, or Ivory Tower politics, Ivory Castle, whichever way you want to call it. And it's basically somebody who is so divorced from the world that whenever they throw something out of their ivory tower, they don't have to care what happens to it once it's out of the tower. It's never going to affect them. They'll never see the effects of what they've just done. Because they don't leave the tower. And that's more how it is for IronMouse. She is so big at this point, and she has so many people that rally around her at all times to guard her. It doesn't matter what happens to VTubing. VTubing could blow up tomorrow, and every single VTuber could get banned off the platforms. And she would immediately have a new account at her amount, like about the same amount of followers because she has so many people backing her. She does not have to care what happens at all.
And she can just make up something. Because that's what happened with the whole thing with like Kick and stuff, and like everybody talking about the when everybody was talking about the when TwitchCon was throwing away gifts and everything, some people were just straight up lying, being like, well, I can't move to another platform. If I move to another platform, I don't think the people will follow me. And it literally, you look back at their history or what they're saying in the moment, and they're literally crapping on all the platforms that would give them a chance. Like, what is it? A good example was Zentreya, and she like lied for some reason about how she's like, I wanted to stream on Kick, and then I wanted to work with them, but they wouldn't work with me. And despite not streaming on there for an entire year, which is why her badge would go away, they took away my badge. Can you believe that, guys? I would have streamed there, but now that my badge is taken away, I'm not gonna stream there anymore. And it's like, do you think I'm stupid?
Yeah. No, and they'll say it, and I don't understand. Rosabelle Moo made a fuss about not multi-streaming. Yeah, people told Rosabelle Moo to multi-stream because she said that, like, Twitch was shitting the bed, which it kind of is. And people are like, you know, you need to, like, start up a YouTube. You need to start up a Kick. You need to do this, you know, start multi-streaming, do multiple platforms. And she just, every time somebody would say something, was just like, no, I don't think so, no.
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't want any of these people streaming on YouTube. Screw them. More SEO for me.
Yeah. Like, I've kind of said it before, but I started streaming on YouTube. Basically, the entirety of my Twitch audience went over there. And granted, I'm smaller, right? But it immediately just worked better. The only thing I miss from Twitch is redeems. If YouTube could add redeems, Twitch is dead to me.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Heck, if Kick added redeems, it would probably be 10 times superior.
Isn't Zen make? I think you mean male. The allegation is that yes, Zen is male. At least at one point, Zen was two people, a male and a female.
Yeah.
And people swear to God that's not true, but they literally did a stream where they talked about it, and it's since been like wiped off the internet.
Not only that, but there's because people, of course, you know, for some reason the fans can't defend nothing either because they want to, for some reason, be in their little isolated bubble. Because that's my thing. Everybody always does this whole thing with idol culture being like, idol culture is so stupid, right? Agreeing with everyone, agreeing with your Oshi and simping after your anime waifu. Now let me agree with my anime waifu and simp after her in a different direction.
Oh, no, just make like an immediate one-to-one, because the allegation, right, is that everybody's super parasocial with the idol girls, and there's tons of abuse going on, like, behind the scenes in idol corporations. It's like, oh yeah, hey, so random question, who's your favorite Hollywood actor? You know, not completely unrelated, right? You follow their Twitter, you follow their blog. How many pictures of them do you have in your house? Have you watched all their movies? Have you looked at what their organization is up to lately and what they're in court for?
Because they'll give you some stupid reason being like, I don't watch Hollywood movies, and it's like, all right, your favorite streamer. Again, OTK covered up Emiru's thing like 2 or 3 years ago, and they only reported on it again because because they're not being threatened by OTK.
Yeah.
The only reason I found that out is because someone I follow just so happened to show the screenshot, and it's like, y'all knew about this for years and are only coming out about it now because something, I don't know.
Yeah. Also, I wouldn't say idol culture started with VShojo. It definitely started with Hololive. Because Hololive's entire goal was Yagu wanted to make his own idol group, but with VTubers. Granted, he was not very strict with them when it came to the whole idol part for the longest time.
My thing with idol culture, especially in VTubing, is if you actually interacted with idol culture in VTubing, you're gonna put in the work like any job you would. But if you actually look into like Hololive, they're not really that strict with that. Like half of those women are married.
Yeah.
Like, one of them announced their marriage on their alt account, and everyone said, they were congratulating them and everything. And then also the fact that when the whole Rushia thing happened, they literally came out and was like, we're not going to monitor and police someone that's married or has a boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever.
Oh, did I
we're not
misread
going
it?
to do that because that's not our job.
It said idle hate started with
Oh.
Oh yeah, it's written weird.
Was it Who's Getting Married? That was years ago. It was one of the ID girls.
I know Rushia got married.
Oh yeah, no, what is it? I followed that, but that was only because that was my favorite singer.
And they got divorced.
Married and divorced within a year, and she was the broken one.
Which means I have a
you cannot
chance.
Fix her. You can't fix her, bro.
I don't want to fix her. Whatever's wrong with her is way hotter.
You saw that video of the guy who was screaming in the Discord, right?
Yeah.
Mizutamari, you got no shot. Listen. I think Mizu's got a shot. Remember a couple of months back, she did say she was looking for a boyfriend.
Who said anything about fixing Mizu? No, genuinely, chat. She's a nutter butter. I do have her Nindroid though. I bought one of those up before it like spiked in price.
Man, I knew I should have did it, but I didn't go spring too fast. Listen, I'm saving my spot for the Suisei Nendo. I'm gonna get there one day. Bless that boyfriend's heart. Oh my god.
Is it in a jar, Mizu? I'm not putting it in a jar. It's a Nindo. It stays in its box and looks beautiful.
What? You opened the box.
No, I'm kidding. I do open my Nindos. I have them all set up.
No, for real.
I got one of Now from Mabinogi, which I'll have to double check, but it's literally like in the first 50 Nindos that Good Smile put out.
Oh, okay.
So it is old, but it still looks pretty.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's so cute. Dang, that's old.
She's number 27. So she's really early on in the Nindo lifetime.
Dang. Well,
here it is, chat. Here's the one I got.
It's always cool seeing Nendos from like back in the day and stuff. I always like keep track. What is it? I know like they've been like reprinting a couple of them recently, especially since a lot of them are getting like remakes or season 2s, like Panty and Stocking and Ranma and stuff. Urusei Yatsura and all them. Why is Mori Calliope a Karen? Oh yeah, no. What is it? During the announcements, they were reading off the names of the VTubers, and they said Mori Calliope.
Yeah, they could not pronounce her name.
I'm just like, at
also,
that
aren't
point,
you supposed to say it Calliope?
Yeah, you think these people know how to read, Mizu?
Well, I think Calliope is like an actual English word, though.
It is. It's a real name. It's just uncommon. But at that point, I literally just told one of my own Discord members, at that point, you might as well have joked and said Mori Cantaloupe.
Yeah. Oh, Rima had a good take about it. What did Rima say? I thought award shows were supposed to celebrate content creation, freedom of expression, and creativity, so why have someone who clearly looks down on VTubers present the VTuber category? It's not even what she said, it's how she said it, and it's dripped with contempt. Haters mad, we can still experience childlike wonder.
And that's true.
Yeah.
I'm just like, there's a reason why you get a charismatic host to like host any event. She sounds like she's not good at acting or hosting.
Sounds like she doesn't want to be there at all.
Well, as you know streamers, they never want to be outside.
Why do they even have a VTuber award if they can't pronounce names properly? Yeah. Here's the thing, and this happens with the like the actual big award show, like the Golden Globes and shit. When they have unique names on the list, they will prep the person who is reading them with pronunciations, And they will even, a lot of times, phonetically spell it out on the card just in case they forget. And it's just,
People are professional, Mizu?
yeah. Like, you could have done that here. Phonetically spell it out. Like, if you were going to have that much trouble with the bigger names, you should have caught that, like, ahead of time.
Listen, these are the same people that were going on a round robin PR spree because they didn't vote Hassan in, and Hassan decided to throw a fit. You think these people are professional?
Yeah.
And then cried on stream, and it's like, at that point, get off. No one's asking you to cry on stream. Just end early and cry in your bed, bro, if you're that sad.
Oh, and for some reason there were people saying that Mori was like a failed rapper who had to use VTubing to
What?
like to try and make her music career successful. I'm not gonna say that HoloLive didn't make her substantially bigger, because it did, but she was already working with like actual established Japanese music companies like Top Hat.
Literally, the first time I ever encountered Mori was because of Princess, because she's not just a rapper, she's not just a singer, she's also a freaking animator.
Yeah.
And you would know this because she animates some of her own music videos.
Exactly.
But not a lot of people know that. Now do they? Heck, one of her first animations in HoloLive was her opening title screen. If you go back to her original like debut stream, that opening cinematic of starting soon screen, that was her animation, and she's only gotten better.
Demon Dice was partially hired because she already had a measure of success. That's the thing I think a lot of people forget. HoloLive's Gen 1 for the English branch were required to have already been successful. It was actually a part of their casting call. They basically said that they were looking for already established English speakers who, you didn't have to be established in anything specific, but you did need to be established in something creative that you could leverage. And I think the only one who was established in something they couldn't particularly leverage very well was Kiara, because she was, I believe, a model. And that doesn't translate well to VTubing.
Was it that? And at the time, people didn't know Doobie as well. Because what is it? Because for a long time, people were like, oh, so Amelia was just like a regular streamer who got big. No. As Doobie was later able to confirm, she won like real awards and stuff, like from Hollywood, that she literally could not say because contracts and because people would find out her name.
They couldn't connect it to former stuff.
Exactly. And Saba, Saba, she literally had 1 million subscribers, and then of course got into HoloLive again and got 1 million subscribers,
and then started a new channel after it got 1 million subscribers.
So she literally has just 3 million subscriber plaques with her name on it.
And then obviously you have Ina, who's an artist.
And then I thought she was unknown, but no, she's actually pretty popular too.
Yeah. Like, people trash on the HoloLive Gen 1 for some reason. Not like VTuber people. VTuber people love them. People outside the community try and trash on them, and it's like, you couldn't have chosen a worse generation to try and trash on, because all of them were independently successful previously.
And then you keep going through the list of everyone. I'm not sure about like, what is it? I'm guessing with like Nimi. Obviously, she had a successful ASMR channel. And then Bae is obviously like bilingual, so there you go. And then of course you move on to like the recent Justice, like the Justice group, and literally like some of those people in that group are like established voice actresses and singers and musicians and stuff like that. And then of course Fuamoko is just Fuamoko. They were twins. There's like no beating that.
Didn't they have a game together?
What is it? Game?
Yeah, I think Fuamoko were...
Oh yeah, they were pre-established because they had a game and they were VTubers for that game.
Yeah, wasn't it the Go-Go Nippon? Yeah, Go-Go Nippon. I always, for some reason, I always confuse Go-Go Nippon and Stay DPRK. I don't know why. They couldn't be further apart.
And then they graduated and then reappeared here. I remember seeing them even before because it's obviously not common that you got twin VTubers. But
It's
the thing
because
is,
of the
though,
two girls, I think.
yeah. What is it? Because like at the time, people don't think they're actually twins, and it's like, oh crap, they really are actually twins, and that's like a rare thing in the industry.
But yeah, chat, for those of you who don't know, I have to move Kendra a little bit. But this is the game that they were a part of. They actually played sisters in the game. I'm pretty sure they're sisters in the game.
Yeah, they are. Basically, two sisters were in a game. You're the protagonist. You get to tour with two cute girls. That's literally the game.
I can never hear Mustache Girl the same ever again in Hat in Time.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. To be fair, Mustache Girl was the best part of that game. I just like how you're Googling everything.
Are you sure, chat? Or is she like the Japanese voice, I guess, maybe?
It's cute and can be used to learn a bit from Japanese. Two sisters giving you tour Japan. That is the game. Yes, it is. Sayaka Senbongi.
Oh, she's in Dungeon Mission.
To be fair, it's good. It's a good series.
Time I got reincarnated as a slime. Oh, the Iron Fortress anime. I never watched it, but I heard it's good.
It's basically Attack on Titan, because it was basically like Wit trying to crack Attack on Titan twice, and it did, but then the villain was introduced and he was kind of
Also, it goes downhill a little bit.
Yeah. Like, basically, they struck gold, and then they couldn't keep the momentum.
Have you ever heard the story behind why Attack on Titan took the direction it did?
No, I have not.
So, Attack on Titan, while he was writing it, was planned to end where the first season of the anime ended. It was supposed to be like a hopeless, grimdark ending where the Colossus Titan knocks down the wall and everybody just dies. That was how Attack on Titan ended. But for some reason, like, his visual novel just like fucking skyrocketed in popularity. And apparently he is not the writer of Overlord. He is a very weak-willed person. And immediately says, well, I can't just kill everybody because then everybody would be sad. So I've got to come up with a new ending. I've got to continue the story.
To be fair, that was probably for the better. Never a fan of endings like that, to be honest. Same.
I'm not a fan of
be,
endings like that. But I do think Attack on Titan jumped the shark very shortly after that.
I think if you're gonna do something like that, it's gotta be like, I don't know, an earned type of ending, kind of like Cyberpunk. You gotta like earn that type of ending.
Yeah. Like
every ending that like does something like that, it's like earning a happy ending or earning a tragedy. It's like you can't just kill everyone and it feels like you just never explored anything. You know?
You have to really earn that guy bleeding out on the steps in the snow.
Yeah, pretty much.
Gotta earn that visual.
Like, people don't realize, like, yeah, you can't just kill him and then be like, oh, well, and then you have, like, this interesting world that you went out of your way to detail and then just kill him and then just go away and be like, that's it. Because, like, even now I hear about how people want to see more of, like, Cowboy Bebop and stuff like that. Or, like, seeing more of the world of, like, Death Note and stuff like that. It's just...
I think we should normalize doing anthologies.
I say it depends on the series.
Well, you've heard my opinion on Naruto, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I think Naruto should have been an anthology of all the different ninja clans, and we could have followed, like, different clans and the struggles they specifically go through.
Yeah.
Like, you could have done, like, a short season about Neji and the Hyugas in general. because that shit is wild. But I think more animes, like, they could end their series, but they could continue the world. Because some people like that extra world building, and you could tell a new story in the same world. And people that don't really care about your world still just get a new series. And people that do care about the world can start linking them up together.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, look at all this cool, like, lore in the background kind of stuff.
So that's basically just my opinion on Fairy Tail. Because I like Fairy Tail, because I always have, like, said for years, even as, like, a teenager, I don't hate the fact that Fairy Tail got a plot, but I really don't care or like the stuff with Zareth. Mavis, yes, but not Zareth. And I kind of just liked the fact that they were just accepting job requests and then just continuing on. And then the time skip happened, and it's like, all right, so what did the job request like look like now that it's time skipped? I like stuff like that, especially with Fairy Tail, because the cast was really fun, and you end up finding out years later that like the author was like, yeah, no, I made it this way because I had no friends, and so I wanted to like make more friends. I like made a series about like friends, and it's like, wow, that explains so much. And then it gets a story, and that story jumps the shark like several times.
So there was a mobile game called Code Geass Lelouch of the Rebellion Lost Stories. Chat said they think the mobile game, Lelouch had a kid with everyone.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, well, listen. And not everybody can pull a Xenoverse 3, Xenoblade 3.
The page for this seems kind of incomplete, so I don't know like what could possibly happen.
I think the only series that kind of is taken that direction is Hunter x Hunter.
Can I complain about exactly one thing of Code Geass I don't like?
Yeah.
I don't like when he's talking to the one chick at the stadium and he says, I could tell you go kill all the Japanese people and you wouldn't be able to stop yourself. And then his eyeball just happens to be like lit up. I'm like, okay, this feels like bullshit.
Yeah, to be fair, that's not. You are not the first. You are like the second person I ever heard made that.
I don't like it.
He's like, okay, first off, this is kind of contrived.
Can't you just say
people thought it was contrived?
Can't you just say cancel that order with the eye lit up and then cancel that? Like,
no, because we need to make drama so that the series can keep going, Mizu.
I don't like it. Like, why can't you just say, wait, no, cancel that. I light up. You have to cancel it now, like.
I remember, I tried getting into Code Geass, and I couldn't because I'm not into mech shows. I want to change that, but Code Geass was kind of boring when I found out about that, and I'm just kind of like, I remember seeing, the only, like, things you ever hear about Code Geass is Lelouch is smart, Table Coon, Bloody Yuffie.
Would you like my other hot Code Geass take? And it might be also a hot take on another series.
What?
I believe the ending for Attack on Titan was stolen from Code Geass. The entire ending plotline, I believe, is just trying to replay Lelouch's entire plot.
Listen, there's no original ideas in this earth, Mizu.
I don't think it's just like sort of though. I think it's like 1-to-1. He was reading Code Geass, and he was like, shit, this is a great way to end Attack on Titan.
To be fair, what is it? Did he do that? What is it? I don't know. What is it? I remember seeing one person like talk about it. They're like, okay, I understand the whole thing with like war always continues, but it's like, who cares? Like they went to war again, and then the cycle starts all over again. So we literally just went through that entire plot point just to start everything all over again. Yeah. That's why I think people like the movie ending more, because it was like, oh, so things did work out, and we got goth Misaka, so okay, it's good.
So I did not watch the Attack on Titan movie. Can you please give me a tilde? Why are they watching a movie?
So it's supposed to be, so I never watched it, but from what I gathered, it was basically a time jump into the future where basically people who I think it was they reincarnated into 3 kids who were like, man, can you believe that's the history of the Titans? A recreation of events and stuff? Yeah. And it's like, Yeah. So it's implied to be reincarnations, and they all get to actually hang out with each other as friends.
Also, I'll never get over the fact that there is a very highly drawn scene of Aaron that is literally just drawn over that scene from Rent-A-Girlfriend where he's crying in the water with a boner.
Oh yeah, have you seen the latest Rent-A-Girlfriend chapters?
Yes, apparently now that what's the main character looks like the author, he immediately got laid.
What is it? Somebody said basically the Demon Slayer manga. No. The Demon Slayer manga at least made a little bit of sense though, because immediately after that, World War I or World War II would have broken out, and they had to jump that because it was either show everybody with a happy, temporary life, or time skip,
Yep.
or show everybody in a war. We're just gonna show Tanjiro suiting up for war.
We could have done like an
weren't the
alternate
only-
universe. We had no World War I.
But we've been too historically accurate so far, Meese. We cannot turn back.
What's funny is that Aledia ending the Titan power after wiping humanity sets up Aledia for total obliteration. Yeah.
A water breathing versus a nuke. I think the only good thing that came out of Code Geass was there was a guy who made like short animations on what would Attack on Titan look like if it was like filmed World War II style, and it was actually really scary, but like really, really cool.
Yeah. He didn't get laid. Also, the censorship made the new chapters look lewder in comparison to the uncensored. Fair. Rent-A-Girlfriend is a train wreck you read because it's a train wreck.
Listen, I'm just saying, you did this to yourselves to get this thing to 42 volumes, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's y'all's fault.
It's like, how did this thing get? I remember seeing on Twitter, because like I follow like an update account and stuff like that, and they're like, Rent-A-Girlfriend has sold over 42 volume. Was it Rent-A-Girlfriend has released its 42nd volume, and I'm like, 42nd?
I prefer Demon Mother and Sensei Can't Teach Me About Love.
Rent-A-Girlfriend is the new domestic girlfriend.
Who do you both think
but
deserve
not
the
as-
award? Chibidoki or Ironmouse?
Yeah, this was Chibidoki's year, and she should have won for the fact that she was genuinely being like a good person in this space, like just off the bat.
Yeah.
Rag could have been good if the author wasn't obsessed with Chizuru and NTR. He's NTRing his wife in his second home. You thought he wasn't gonna NTR his own self-insert?
Nooped out of Rent-A-Girlfriend like 2 chapters in when it was new. I couldn't believe it was still going when I heard it was at 300 plus.
There has been more progress in Nagatoro, bro.
Yeah. Japan loves their NTR. I really don't get the whole NTR thing.
Neither do I. I'm like friends with someone who's into NTR, and no matter what explanation I keep getting, I still can't believe it.
I understand Vor better than I understand NTR. That's how bad it is.
It's like you're sniveling your Can I believe you? Can I be real with you? I like the NTR parodies more than the NTR because they're actually like have a feel good ending. Like, what is it? There was like that Otaku-kun when they make pancakes for his birthday. That one was actually really sweet, and I'm like, why can't there be more series like this?
The cope of NTR fans is you're supposed to insert as the bull. See, if somebody says that, that's how you know that they're like lying to you, because there's 3 versions of NTR, right? There is you are the bull that is stealing the wife. There is you are cheating on your wife, typically with that's harems. Harems for some reason fall under NTR in tagging, which is dumb. And then there is you were supposed to self-insert as the wife who is actively cheating.
That's stupid.
Yeah, there's actually like 3 different versions of NTR, and now if you go on the Japanese version of DL site, you can actually see all 3 versions separated out into their own categories.
NTR wife, NTR cuck, NTR tan blonde boy.
Well, it's like Netorare, Netorari, and Netori.
Mm-hmm.
And each of them mean slightly different things. That's also like when people say DL Site's most popular tag of the year was NTR, what they actually mean is the most popular tag of the year was harem. But harem always get filed as NTR because technically the guy's cheating on multiple women, even if it's consensual.
Uh-huh. So what I'm hearing is that they're perpetuating a genre that exists but is not that popular, and yet they won't do anything about it just to make us suffer.
I really don't think it is that popular. Granted, one of the most popular games on DL Site was you are a like apartment manager and you're sleeping with all these people's wives. But but other than the context of that, like the other men they aren't involved. They're never present in the game. It's just you going to a woman and her being like, "Oh, you're so hot, MC Kun, but I'm married."
Mm-hmm.
DL Site owner must love NTR. That's the thing. There's a couple people that they really love NTR, and they will actively change tagging on hentai websites to try and make it look more popular. Because they are actively desperate for validation on it for some reason.
It doesn't make me sad, guys. It doesn't make me sad at all.
Like, I don't get it. Just admit that you're into something degenerate. It's plenty of people are into degenerate shit. It's fine. Do you know how unpopular the vor tag on your website is? Shit's non-existent. Those people love it, though.
It's all gay.
Sounds like what Cuck would do. Counterpoint, Mizu, women read them. From what I've seen, a lot of NTR is like visual medium, and women aren't typically attracted to visual medium as much. NTR is easy, quick moneymaker, the same plot, scenarios, the only good thing is the art. That's another thing, the people who draw NTR draw way too good. Like,
yeah, that sounds about right.
it's like the people who draw feet. Have you ever seen the picture of the artist, like, super sweating over their easel, and it says, trying to draw feet good enough that people won't make fun of me, but not so good that people think I'm into it?
Oh, I know about that meme. I don't think I've seen the image, but I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's just like a person over their easel, like, sweating bullets, and they have, like, the veins popping out of their forehead.
Oh my gosh.
NTR artist average scale is way higher than you'd expect. It is. It's like on tier with like the high dollar furry artist. Naruto creator and his foot fetish. Does he have a foot fetish? I don't remember seeing a lot of feet in Naruto. Maybe it's one of those things like I didn't notice it because I was a kid and I didn't understand like what to look for. Because I thought that same thing about iCarly. And then somebody told me the guy that made it has a foot fetish. And then I went back and watched some episodes and I'm like, oh shit. It's like every episode.
To be fair, it is a concerning amount. And then when you look into the other things, there's also a very concerning amount where it's like, it's not that I'm accusing you. It's not that I'm saying it's true. But at the same time, it's too much lining up, sir. Oh my gosh.
Being a mangaka that likes feet but can't draw feet well. The Naruto author admitted he made their shoes open toes because he likes feet. I was unaware of that.
You know, sometimes you just, I don't know.
How can you have a cutesy character then the Fuda part is hyper realistic?
Man, when you really think about it, maybe that's why Sakura was under development. All of her development went to her feet.
never seen a cutesy character that had a hyper realistic Fuda part. I've seen the cutesy character that has the extra large Fuda part. That's all Futaba Mix is.
Food is another thing I don't. What is it? I don't get it, but at the same time, I do.
Oh no, I get it.
Like, I get it in the sense that it's like...
You want a penis in the equation for your porn, but you don't want another man in the equation. So you just have two women. Just one of them has a penis. Trust me, any guy gets it. Any guy understands the Fuda thing.
I kind of get it because... I kind of get it because I remember seeing, like... I remember reading one because I was looking up the Baka to Test artist, and I was like, oh, they have a manga. And then I slowly realized that it was literally just Yuri Fuda. It's horror, like, washed over my face.
Oh, that's what Futaba Mix is. You ever seen Futaba Mix?
No, I have not.
I don't think I could show a picture of it on stream.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It is the most... By the way, character in the center here is the American character.
Wait a minute! Her image has been... I've seen that image! That's that one girl who always, like, once in a blue moon just shows up.
Yeah.
Like, on Twitter, like, be the American, like, be the American Japan wants you to be.
Yeah, she's a Fuda.
I really shouldn't be shocked.
But looking at her, could you tell she was American?
A little bit, yeah.
In the middle of these other girls.
Americans are black.
It's like, guess the American. Also, thank you, Toa, for the 5. There's a whole doujin that explains why Fuda. I don't remember the American's name. They have, like...
You know what? I really shouldn't be surprised
Why
that
do
there's
they
a
not
Wiki
have her in the
page.
list?
We want you to watch so you can guess.
Could be one of the two, but I don't want to, like, just guess. You have to think about it. You see the American character around so many times, and then you go to the character list and you can't fucking find them anywhere. Is it her? It is her.
Ellen, I'm not shocked.
Why? Why is she filtered out?
Because boobs.
It's... This is
Wait,
so dumb.
Anime character database, I haven't been here in a decade.
She's filtered out.
Well, you see, teen.
This is so dumb. It's funny, like, it's got this thing, and then on this page, it's just filtered. Like, okay, I guess. Some really wanted chicks with huge cocks. Yeah. Then there's also, Shoujo Ramune. Probably pronounced it wrong, but...
Shoujo Ramune. The title sounds familiar.
I don't care about the character's age. Fuck off.
Oh! I've seen, isn't this that one meme of, like, my girlfriend is, like, 10 years old?
Yeah. My girlfriend's 10 years old.
That makes her a 10 out of 10.
But yeah, it's this one. It was only an OVA form. And I think
That sounds about right.
there were 4 of them, and I heard recently a 5th one came out.
I really shouldn't be surprised. Usually this goes on for... I just had the most cursed thought, and it was Boku no Pico in the year of 2025. just somewhere, just random. They're like, you know what? I just want to. The director's like, I want to return to my roots real quick.
I've still never watched this.
It's cringe, bro. The only redeeming quality of Boku no Pico is the character designs, if I gotta be absolutely honest with you.
Why? Just because they're like that old anime style?
That and they're just really cute. I've always really liked the style of like Boku no Pico because like the art is so freaking cute. Like I've like found other people who think the same. It's like, despite the cursed medium, these designs are like genuinely really freaking cute.
I'll be honest, I didn't know it had more characters than these two in it.
Okay, so
looking at these pictures is the first time I'm learning that there's other characters in this.
Oh yeah, no, so basically there's Pico and Motkun from episode 1, and then for episode 2 and 3, Motkun just disappears because we don't want any more grown man here. And then Coco, who's the brown-haired boy, shows up in episode 2, and then we see his sister jack off with a banana as they're doing it, and then Coco shows up in episode 3. Coco, everybody thinks is a girl because he has long hair, and then he sneaks behind both their backs and does both of them, and then they all find out, oh, we're all three of us are guys, and then they just have a threesome as the festival has fireworks blast off.
None of those words in that order are in the Bible.
You have not seen Gushing Over Magical Girls. This is correct.
Have you really not? But it's a wholesome magical girl series. You have to watch it.
I read it when there was a couple of chapters in the manga, but when there was a couple chapters and it had a different cover art because I was like into magical girl parodies more than magical girls, and then I ended up kind of ditching it because I was like, not really into BDSM type things. No, it's a different one. I think I still have it in my files because I showed it to my own chat too, because back then the cover looked like this. Where is it? I should not have deleted it because I really liked it. I'm probably gonna, oh, here it is. So let me pull up my files. Crap. Let me pull back up Discord. Let me pull up the files.
I do love this nun outfit though.
Yeah. What is it? Here we go. This was the title I saw when gushing became a thing back in the day.
That makes it look so much different than what it is.
Yeah, that's a completely different title I saw when it first came out, and then it changed its title to be more obviously like BDSM themed, but I was like, oh, this is so freaking cute. I can clearly tell this is a parody. Because if you look at an art style long enough, you can kind of tell that it's not supposed to be like for this specific demographic.
Chat, look at that. You're gonna look at that and be like, yeah, it's gushing over magical girl.
Oh yeah, back in the day it was called looking up to magical girls. Like nobody remembers this title because it didn't get popular.
Yeah,
and then
by
when
the
it
way,
got
chat,
popular,
if you guys have not seen the gushing up over magical girls before, this is the actual artwork they would end up using.
I'm pretty sure it was a webcomic before, or maybe it wasn't. I don't know, but it was a completely different thing.
Although everyone finds the star pasties super hot.
Oh, here's the thing. I'm not sure about hot, at least for me, but I think they're absolutely, utterly adorable.
Fair.
I remember
Some
one
of
time
these
getting
screenshots. My God.
I remember somebody like questioning me, being like, "What do you mean you think this is utterly adorable?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's cute." There's just something about Brazer's look. She's utterly adorable, and I would not change her for the world.
I do like the specifically the stars under the eyes, like the little
Yes.
and on the tips of the horns, just barely.
Yeah. What is it? The funny thing is people pointed out this, but like it was not. What is it? The anime is actually like 10 times hornier and worse than the manga because the transformation is only like 1 page. They actually decided, you know what? We're just gonna make it just a little bit more crazier for the anime because you know what you're coming here for.
Watch Boku no Pico on Ava's stream on Pong.
No.
Thank you for the suggestion, Nasco. I will consider it.
Y'all are gonna be so cursed on there. I was somebody who watched it via YouTubers back in the day because I was in the trend where everybody was basically forcing YouTubers to watch it for fun because it was funny. Nowadays, people don't have a sense of humor.
Oh no, nobody does.
What is it? That people don't have a sense of humor, and then they're like, "Good thing we never did that again, right, guys?" And then we did it again with Metamorphosis. But it's different, guys, because it's sad with Metamorphosis, and it's like, it was sad for Pico too, but nobody cared.
Also, Metamorphosis was a jav.
Yeah.
You've seen the last page, right? The secret last page.
Yup. To be fair, it was only because people were really sad, which, I mean, justifiable.
Oh, have you read, like, his blog post on it?
What is it? I know, I have not seen it. I saw the interview on Trash Taste.
Because he has, like, a blog post attached to it, and he was basically like, you know, I started thinking about it years later, and I felt really bad that she just had, like, such a sad ending, and I just wanted to make it not sad anymore.
What is it? The JoJo ending, the Jav ending. There was also the fact that he said that he was actually going to add more worse things in there, like how there was going to be needles and stuff, but he had to take that out because the publishers were like, we don't do needles here.
Yeah, it was odd. Like, that was, I think, didn't they leave, like, 1 needle in, though? At the end? Or was it not visible?
At the end, she takes drugs, but I don't think she does it needle style.
That's fair. I thought she had, like, a needle in her arm or something. I might be misremembering.
Japan is really sensitive when it comes to drug usage, which, I mean, kind of makes sense historically. Drug usage and violence specifically. Violence, I think, if I remember correctly, is because of the Yakuza, and drug usage because Europe was a cuck and decided to sneak in opium.
Honestly, chat and interspecies reviewers, the only good girl is the fairy girl.
I kind of would have put the angel, personally, because the angel was cute.
Yeah, but the angel's like intersex or mixed or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, true.
I said the girl.
That's what makes him cuter.
And then I know a lot of the furries were all up about the hyena girl.
Of course they were. I still think it was really stupid and funny at the same time that that Funimation basically just licensed porn, and then they were like, "Oh my god!"
They didn't watch any of it.
They didn't just not watch any of it. They just didn't cause you think at least they would pick up a manga, because they get the licenses and stuff, and they likely don't get the the actual episodes until closer to release and stuff like that, but they cast people. You think at least someone would have
so I can explain this a little bit.
The manga.
Because I've sat down before and I tried to figure out how exactly these companies got their manga and their anime and stuff. So unless it's something huge, right, like One Piece or Naruto, something massive, they do not license individual anime at all. They buy bulk packages.
That I do know.
Yeah, and then they just kind of pick and choose at random from the package what they think is going to be successful. Which typically they get it wrong because they obviously have no idea what the fuck people actually want to watch. Because interspecies reviewers is huge, and they dropped it after 2 days.
Because they realized they had licensed porn, that's why. That's my thing. It's you would at least think that because they are licensing these series, that they would import. Especially nowadays when importing, even though it is expensive, and I found that out the hard way multiple times, it's gotten easier. They could just order a Japanese volume off of Amazon and then just ship it over and just browse through their pages. I know someone there probably reads Japanese because you gotta kind of translate that.
Yeah.
It's like, y'all could have done something, and you just walked into this yourself.
Tola for 5, you talk about metamorphosis, and I think of a different series, different artist, which is as grim, but with Fuda. You guys are really on the Fuda tonight. I mean, I'm not knocking it. I don't yuck somebody's yum unless it's NTR, but...
Seven Seas did the same thing. Did the same with, I think, was Kodomo Jiken. So the funny thing about Kodomo Jiken was that they had licensed it, but they were like, we're not, because at least I understand, at least with Kodomo Jiken, because that one was actually a pretty fine, tight line to like walk.
Wasn't Seven Seas the one with Jello Apocalypse that had the issue?
Seven Seas is basically Seven Seas Entertainment. Yeah, they're the dub people.
Yeah,
no, they're the translation people.
Yeah, they had that's where the Jello Apocalypse's controversy came from. He was working with them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. With the stuff with Lovely Complex. Oh hi, Akko. What is it? Yeah, no, the stuff with like, let's be real here. Lovely Complex was so funny because again, like we would have been talking about that tonight. I don't like Jello nowadays because he doesn't really like, because it's very clear that he just doesn't like women media, and yet wants to touch it and be like, hey guys, and he's like one of those guys who's like, I'm a total advocate for women. Also, I hate your media. Please watch my media.
So thank you so much for the raid, Akko and Temp. For those who don't know what we're talking about, there's a YouTuber called Jello Apocalypse. He got a job as a translator with a company called Seven Seas. Seven Seas was in the middle of localizing a manga or a visual novel called Lovely Complex, which was specifically about a Oshinoko character of some sort.
No. So Lovely Complex was basically, it's an old school manga that was popular back in the day because it was basically about this couple set in the it was about a couple set in the Kansai region, which is basically the south of Japan, about a tall girl and a short boy. So basically tall girl but better. And basically, it was just your standard, like, rom-com. And it was really cute. And obviously, if you're into shoujo, a lot of classic shoujo, you would like something like this. The problem is that Jello was like, well, I don't like Lovely Complex. In fact, I don't like a lot of shoujo tropes in general. He, like, didn't care about the boy, but he hated the female lead for just being an insecure girl.
I might be thinking of a different one, because I know there was another one that got in trouble. I think they were also from Seven Seas, where they had an Otonoko character and somebody rewrote them as trans.
Oh yeah, no, I know about that one. That's a different one. Seven Seas translation. There you go. That one was just like, I think I turned my childhood friend into a girl. Yes, that one.
Yeah. So it was Seven Seas, it wasn't the Jello Apocalypse. Jello Apocalypse was just him hating Lovely Complex for some reason.
Yeah, specific. And then he got mad that
chat says hated the mangaka for one reason. There is a quote in this post where apparently he said, only a person totally lacking empathy could write a character like the MC.
Yeah, no, he said that. And he tried to write her lines different in the original to not reference the mangaka at all. It was like, do you even like shoujo? Do you even like, because here's the thing, it's one thing to like, because again, like I said, the reason why we were going to watch that video that we were going to talk about tonight was because Jello, again, just does not like women media at all, but he'll be like the biggest advocate for women and be like, I totally defend, he's like, he is basically Milady. He is basically the modern day version of Milady. But he will hate all of your media. Like, just flat out.
Oh, so here's the thing, right? So somebody in chat mentions Jello Apocalypse has the awful video about One Piece. So Jello's videos were fine when people thought they were a joke. The problem with the One Piece video is he decided to confirm to everybody that none of his videos were jokes. He just doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about at any given time.
Yeah. Performative male. Yeah, Jello is just basically the performative male. Listen, I've talked about the vote video. Do you know about the vote video?
Yes, the vote video is horrendous.
Oh my gosh, like here's the thing. People know about how bad the vote video was. No one knows about how bad specifically the vote video was. So bad. That video was so bad he had to unlist it. But whoever had the link was so funny. Whoever had the link could still access the video. So you could literally just
Do we want to watch the
you can
vote
literally
video?
just paste the link or just go to your browser history, go link the video, and then make fun of the video in the unlisted video. And then he had to private the video because he turned off the comments because he was sick of people making fun of the video under the unlisted section, and then he privated the video.
Would you like to watch the vote video?
Yes.
Share the vote video with chat.
Like, I remember that because I was one of those people who would literally copy and paste the link under the to like find it, because it was the comment section. People don't remember. I really wish he didn't do it. That comment section was gold.
So this is something else Jello Apocalypse is known for, chat. And this is only 3 minutes, so we'll just play through it.
This is the start of the downfall.
Vote. Vote, vote, vote. Vote on Tuesday, November the 6th. Vote now if you can. Get your friends to vote. Get your family to vote. Get everyone you know to vote. Vote even if they shut down your usual polling place. Vote even if your polling place was moved unreasonably far away. Vote even if they make it hard. Vote even if you need to skip work. Those few hours of wages aren't worth your country being an unsafe place.
So, look, I am not somebody to be like, voting's not important, chat. You shouldn't be voting. No, voting is important. But, like, this is such, like, a privileged person to take. Oh, your meager wages are not worth not voting.
I want you to, like, keep in mind, this video was not, like, for the presidency. This was for, like, I think it was the House of Representatives or just Congress, which obviously are important. But it's like, this would have made sense if this was like the presidency.
What year was this? I think it was originally during Trump's first term.
Yes, it was not 2016, 2017 or 2018.
Yeah. Like, everybody clowned on him for that.
It's for you and your family. Vote even if you think they'll throw your vote away. Vote even if you think it's rigged. Vote even if you think your vote doesn't matter. Because it does. Because the only way to guarantee that your vote won't count is not to vote. Democracy isn't about waiting for someone else to change things when things are so obviously wrong. Democracy is about waiting for you and your voice. Vote. Don't vote for a color. Don't vote for a party. Vote for the people who will help other people. Because that's what a government is for. Helping people. Read about your candidates and vote for the people you can trust. Look up who they really are and read about what they've really done. You might be surprised. If you voted for the current administration because you genuinely thought they would really help America, that's fine. That's what you should always do. Your vote and your voice matter. But don't be afraid to look at our country now and reconsider.
So this is where the real point of the video, like, comes out. First off, when he's talking about Republicans, the background is red. When he talks about voting, everything is blue. For those of you who aren't in America, typically the color red in voting terms is associated with Republicans, and the color blue is typically associated with Democrats. It's a weird color-coded thing we've done.
Somebody said this wasn't the 2016 president vote. No. This was for, like, a seat.
Yeah, the vote had already been over. Trump had already won. And then he goes into like, oh, no, you know, if you voted for Trump, that's fine. But just so you know, he's bad. And you should feel bad about doing that.
Even his own, like, keep in mind, some of his own fans were like, hey, wait a minute, some of these articles you, like, pointed out are like pretty bad because the context is completely different. What did you mean by this?
And this other part he says at the end of it.
Be afraid to look at our country now and reconsider. There's nothing wrong with having backed the wrong horse.
Like, he tries to be like, no, you should all vote for who you think is best. But just so you know, if you voted red, you backed the wrong horse. And just so we're clear, chat, this is not like me and Kendra being like, oh, how stupid, he should know the Republicans are the good guys. No, it's just like how blatantly, like, propagandist it is, and he's trying to pretend it's not.
That's the thing. Like, that old comment section, literally everyone was against him. His fans were against him. Newcomers were against him. Veterans were against him. Literally everybody completely just, like, bashed this video until he unlisted it and until he closed the comment section on an already unlisted video and then privated it. It was so freaking bad.
There is something wrong with seeing that horse running towards a cliff and refusing to get off just because it's your horse. Vote. Vote as though children are being separated from their parents at the border. Vote as though it's your child being separated from
By the way,
you.
pause that.
Vote like
Yeah.
This was before people were actually educated on, please be careful about immigrant children crossing the border. The person who could be with them could not be their parents, but a freaking sex trafficker.
Yeah. Like, it happens a lot. Way
But
too
did you
much.
think these people were privileged enough to know that? This is the same year where, like, I think it was Jennifer Lopez or one of them literally did like a Super Bowl thing where they were then like got her daughter and her friends in like these cages above the Super Bowl and be like, "There are kids in cages. You gotta help them, America." And I'm just like, even like back then, I was just like, y'all are so rich. And not just the celebrity rich.
Also, like, and I try, like, you guys know, I try not to ever talk about anything political. So the most I'll say is that this whole thing is a deeply complicated issue. And anyone who's like, oh no, just like let the kids free run around in America are idiots. Because think about the context, right? A lot of these kids are being brought across the border by either drug traffickers or sex traffickers, or sometimes both. And then they get detained and put in a cage until we can figure out what the fuck is going on. We can't figure out what the fuck is going on because the kids don't speak English at all. So we have no idea if this is their parent. We have no idea if this is a sex trafficker. They don't speak English, so we can't really ask them very well. And then your solution is just, we'll just like hand them back to the first random ass Mexican adult you see, and then just send them on their way. It's not a solution. It's gonna cause a lot of problems that you just don't care about.
Yeah.
from you. Vote like trans people are being erased from the census and being told they do not exist. Vote like a black man was hanged from a tree for protesting police violence and police killing black men just for being black.
That was what really actually like pissed everyone off, because if you know about this incident, this was literally just a hate crime. He wasn't protesting. It was a literal hate crime that they ruled as like a, you know, slur slide. And he's literally propping this up like, no guys, the Republicans did it. Did you know? That's how bad this
Vote like your president is a nationalist.
Oh yeah, that's right. Back then the sticking point was he's a nationalist.
Which is not a bad thing, by the way.
Yeah, that's what people said back then too. Well, he
Because
thinks
he
America's
is.
great.
Vote like the term alt-right is now a household term for fascism and hate. Because it is. Vote like Jewish people are being gunned down in a synagogue like it's 1939.
So, I need to point this out, right? So, I was in Pittsburgh the day this happened on vacation. I was literally about a 5-minute drive from the synagogue. And I told my mom I was going on vacation to Pittsburgh for a Halloween party with my friends. And literally the very next day after I got there, that this happens. And I wake up to like 30 texts on my phone from my mom and like 20 missed calls. And I finally pick it back up because I haven't looked at the news or anything yet. I'm like, Mom, what the fuck? Is something wrong? Did somebody die? Like, what happened? And she goes, did you go to the synagogue today? I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not Jewish. Why would I be in a synagogue? What are you talking about? And she goes, somebody shot up a synagogue. It wasn't you, was it? I was like, what?
Thanks, Mom.
Like, what do you mean it wasn't? What do you mean? Why'd you think it was me?
Well, unfortunately, Mizu, we might have to question you. Do you got the look?
I guess. I'm like, why would you think it was me? And she's like, I don't know. You just kind of randomly went out to Pittsburgh and then this happened. Like, I don't... Like, what am I supposed to think? Like, I told you, I went to a Halloween party with a friend. Why did you think I went here to shoot up a synagogue?
Well, you dropped everything and left. You never know in this lifetime.
I got
Not profiled by your mom.
I think the best part is, in retrospect, my mom thought there was a non-zero chance it was me, and she didn't call the police. She called me 30 times instead. So I know what's gonna happen if I ever, like, turn evil one day and do some shit.
You're gonna book it. Book it across the Atlantic.
I know my mom ain't squealing on me. She's the real one. She ain't no snitcher. Wolf's Fade for 5. Is anyone else tired of that Jewish hate ad? Damn, Mizu, your mom doesn't have that much faith in you, does she? I don't think she does. I've told all kinds of weird stories about, like, my mom and how she treats me. Like, I mentioned once that she offered me, like, $100 when I was in high school to come home with a boyfriend. Because she thought, like, it was really cringe. I kept trying to date women.
You know, I should be shocked. But with how some of your girlfriend stories have gone, I don't know why.
My mom didn't like any of my girlfriends. To be fair, to be fair, she probably clocked some of them.
I mean, with how you've, like, phrased it, the signs were there, but sometimes when you're too in love...
So, Chad, I didn't get $100. I got $50 because I had to find one of my guy friends to pretend to be my boyfriend for like a week, and then we could say we broke up.
Because they are. Vote like this is the world we live in. Because it is. And if now isn't the time to get political, then it never will be. Vote like you love humans. Vote like you love all humans, and believe that no one should be deported or beaten or killed because of how they look, or where they were born, or who they love.
Why does the black one have, like...
Well, he said you were beaten.
You
think this guy knows black people?
Vote like you're a human. Vote because you love America. Because you know it's broken, and you need to be the one to repair it again. Because if you don't, nobody else will. Vote.
You think this is one of the reasons why, like, I've started, like, joking with my sister with, listen, I don't promote racism, but at the same time, you got some of these people here that be talking on issues regarding black people, and their, like, closest black friend is someone they met on, like, Instagram and have never seen their face.
I've told it to
Specifically
people
most-
before. Like, they've come up to me and they're like, how could you say you're friends with black people and then say the N-word? Bitch, when I went into my Discord calls with my black friends, the first thing they were saying is, hey, white boy, say the word.
That's literally what happened like a few minutes ago before I got in call. Someone literally came in chat and everybody literally was like, wait, you're saying the N-word? He's like, yeah. And he's literally black. He's like, yeah, I'm saying it. Is anybody gonna stop me? Is anybody gonna stop you? I literally chimed in and was like, listen, we're just gonna have to show them the clip from White Chicks and be like, yeah, was it that one scene where it's like, it has the N-word, but no one's here.
When your black friends are the face of white supremacy. Can
wait, have
Mizu
you
borrow a
seen
fry?
Not the nookies. What is it?
Nigga, how you gonna borrow a fry? You gonna give it back? I fucking love that joke so much.
To be fair, it's really funny that, listen, it's funny. Listen, when someone has a good joke, sometimes some things are worth it. It doesn't matter. I would never say the N-word, and that right there is the reason why you're not my friend.
No, like, if you have like really multicultural friend groups, you're bound to pick up a bunch of racism. Like, I've told the story before, but I had an Indian friend in high school, right? And we go up to him and we're like, hey man, like, we noticed your mom has like the dot on the forehead thing, and we want to be really sensitive to your culture, and we want to understand more about, like, you know, kind of what you believe in. So like, what is the dot? Is it like a religious thing? Like, what's the dot mean, man? And he goes, okay, I'll tell you, but it's like an Indian secret, so you got to keep it secret. Like, yeah, no, man, that's fine. We can keep it secret. He's like, okay. So when an Indian man and an Indian woman get married, the man gets to scratch the dot off and see if he won a 7-Eleven or a Motel 6.
Oh my gosh.
And we're like, we wanted a real answer. Like, we don't know. Like, this is the days before, like, everybody was on the internet all the time.
Yeah.
We're trying to be, like, respectful to your culture. And he's like, well, that is my culture. We have 7-Elevens, we have Motel 6s.
Listen, the fact that he was able to keep up the bit for years, that's a true friend right there.
What's bad is his dad did own the 7-Eleven next to the school.
Not in call centers.
I never did it because I don't believe in drugs, but apparently his dad's 7-Eleven was the only place you could go to get cigarettes without an ID because he didn't check.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Listen, this is back in the day before cameras really became effective.
It's also the only place in the area that sold, like, decorative pocket knives. Don't know why he did, but apparently his 7-Eleven needed decorative pocket knives.
I just want to bedazzle my pocket knife before I stab you. Was it? Oh, cute new model, Kendra. Wait, what? I've had this model for like now going on 6 years. Now it's starting next year.
Yeah, but we haven't had it on this stream before.
Oh wait, that's right. I don't think you guys have ever seen my VTuber model, the live 2D model, because a lot of people started coming in when I started playing Sonic, and I got the 3D model. Yeah, no, this is the literal original.
There's a comedian that
I
did an
drew it
audience.
myself.
Comedian that did an audience participation joke, and he found another Indian. It was qualified by Dr. 7-Eleven or Hotel Indian. The one I always think about is it red dot Indian or is it whoa 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 Indian?
So Kendra's horns are bigger than Mizu's. Interesting. So there's actually a funny story about my antlers. At the time I did the antlers because I chose deer because no one else chose deer at the time. And I thought to myself, hey, you know what? I'm gonna just add antlers to my thing. And I'm not gonna be bothered by this at all. So ever since then, I've been really bothered by this. And the next time I have antlers at all in my next model, I'm gonna make a toggle to make them just pop off.
Like how I have the booballoons, you have the pop-off antlers.
Yes. You'd be surprised how hard it is to deal with this thing in thumbnails and stuff.
Oh, you know what you could also do? You could make it like really clear the antlers are like a little headband.
I want to, but like it's kind of like lore-ish type of thing. That's why they like kind of pop off.
Oh,
and they're
fair,
gonna have
fair.
like little things to indicate that technically they're attached, but not really. But again, it's like lore stuff that I'm still making.
One of the toggles needs you to have just one antler in like the open season deer.
You know what? I'll do it. Can I be real with you? I actually unironically like Open Season. That was like my favorite movie as a kid.
Oh no, they were great movies. Did you see? It seems like that new Hopper movie is just like copying Open Season.
Hopper, yes, I did see it.
Yeah, where the girl goes into the mind of a beaver.
Well, granted, I only looked at the first half of the trailer and I was like, it seems kind of generic, but at least the human designs that we barely see in the movie look interesting. Because that's the one thing I really hate about the movie.
She accidentally convinces the animals to start a rebellion and attack the humans.
Oh.
And I was
Yeah,
like, so this is just Open Season. Like, we're just redoing
more
Open
Over
Season.
the Hedge.
Oh, Over the Hedge works too.
Because like Over the Hedge was one that they rebel. Granted, Over the Hedge was actually funnier.
And it had like a bunch of plot points going on too.
Yeah, I just like the part where they basically almost kill the lady and the bear and the exterminator.
Have you ever seen the clip? Somebody pointed it out, but like when the officer goes to like elbow drop the lady, he actually speeds up on his way down.
That sounds about right.
And there's just like a million edits of it. It's like bro turned up the gravity just to elbow drop her.
Oh my gosh, maybe one of these days I'm gonna invite you, because it's been like so many years since I've seen that movie. One of these days I'm gonna invite as many people as possible just to sit down with me and watch Open Season, because that thing is hilarious.
Where does Mort tie into the Hopper lore?
Hopper is Pixar, unless Pixar is somehow connected to the Shrekverse.
It might be. Open Season was defensive. Hopper's is more in the vein of Planet of the Apes, a little bit. But Chad, I hope you've had a good night with us. Us being a little bit racist here.
Listen, we just get a little quirky. We get a little quirky on Mizutamari streams.
But before we go, I'm gonna torture Kendra and you guys with something I found today on accident.
I need to see this. What'd you do?
So I'm assuming you have not seen this. I know chat hasn't seen.
I have not, but this looks like Red Note.
Well, hope you guys are ready.
Chinese TikTok.
This is gonna go. This is gonna go places.
沉睡多年的睡美人等待被唤醒，于是勇敢的王子献上初吻，结果成了睡美男。国王震惊，发布悬赏令，寻找可以吻醒睡美人的男子。大量男性报名，全都睡着了，睡着的人越来越多，层层叠叠，冲破城堡，攻下天下。惊动了失眠星人，
真是令人羡慕的睡眠质量。
师弟，你看，
原来他才是睡眠传人的人。
失眠星首领顺着人桥来到了地球。
今天失眠将成为历史。
睡美人，睡美人，睡美人，睡美人，吃完。
兄弟，你先踢，算你懂事。兄弟，到我了！他是我的。
白帽王子，你唤醒了我。
说明是假的。民主太自私了，他干犯国会催眠术，欺骗民众，你不配做我们的首领！大家跟我一起抓住他！
Don't worry. It's gonna get worse.
“失眠星”爆发政变，
死刑！
原首领被判处死刑。睡美人平安返回地球，为了夺回爱人，睡美人向国王要来10万精兵，计划通过人桥攻打失眠星，但人桥太窄，只够2人通行，10万大军不能准时抵达，将一路战尽。
陛下，只要可以拓宽人桥，就下不马。这是当年全国进古装店，也就是公主所睡的铜鼓。
原来是全有优标马尾毛床垫过于舒服，使得公主陷入了深睡。而那些
This made me think this might be a mattress commercial.
无数志愿者躺上床垫，直接睡出了双向巴掌，士兵效率大幅提升。救出驸马！
Not
王子，
你怎么过来的？
多亏了他们，他们陷入了沉睡，组成了新的人桥。
为了救我，牺牲了这么多人。
别忘了，我就是被你吻醒的呀。 别忘了，我就是被你吻醒的呀！我
不要被你亲水啊！
那我怎么回去啊？
You know, maybe staying on Red Note is for the best. Better than any AI slot. Listen, AI couldn't recreate this. AI couldn't recreate this.
Yeah, this came across my feed today, and I was like, "Oh, somebody else has to see this that I know."
I need this. I need this. I need to retweet all of this. Crazy Chinese commit to the entertainment before the ad read. Can I be real with you? It's worth it. I wish we got more stuff like this in America. We'll get there eventually, probably. I don't know. They're too busy making fun of Asian
There you
countries.
go, chat.
Just entertainment
It's the
value.
link to the account that posted it.
Oh my gosh. She's no longer on the mattress, so he kissed and was able to wake her. To be fair, it kind of showed that the mattress was the one that had the powers by the end.
Yeah. He's all the mattress. Also, I'm sorry I didn't read this earlier. 5 from Toa. I used to switch every year, but the 2000 election burned red R, blue D into everyone's brains.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Ugh. Your mom owe you $100. I have not told her about Atari.
Technically, she owes her 50.
I just wanted to share that with you guys, though, chat. I will find somewhere to ship you off to. Hopefully somebody fun. Everybody's not streaming. I meant to find somebody new.
Let's see. Oh,
What'd you think about it?
That was a beautiful commercial. I love Chinese commercials. I love Asian commercials. I'm obviously assuming you've already seen Long Man.
Yeah.
Dang. I could have raped or not. Oh man. If only a long man could be obscure once more.
Imagine if Boku no Pico could be obscure once more. Everybody could watch it for the first time again.
Oh my gosh. We're just gonna have to erase the memes and all the history about it, and then the internet could have a sense of humor again.
Is it worth it?
Yeah. Are you kidding? One of those images you showed earlier was Boku no Noble. I was there for that. That was hilarious, which we basically was just practically bullying a grown man to pretend to be Pico for like a 20-minute video.
I love it.
Can I raid this person? See if it's turned on. Fuck, it's not turned on. It's never turned on.
You think some of these people actually go into their settings?
If you're a VTuber, go into your settings and enable people to raid you. Trust me, you never know what's gonna come your way.
Yeah.
You know what? I might raid a Niji Sanji person.
You need to remind me of that. Brother, I was there. It was funny. It was funny watching that week to week. I'm sorry. Watching Noble react to it, everyone react to it. And then it was really funny and then it was really sad because they had to delete everything because YouTube decided to be a pussy.
That's really aren't that many people streaming on YouTube right now, unfortunately. At least not people in English.
Yeah.
My time slot is a lot of the Japanese and Chinese people.
That sounds about right. Same for me. What is it? We've got Inochike.
Who?
What is it? He goes by Inochi VT. Let me put this in chat. I'm not sure if he's still alive. Let me put it in chat. Let's see. I put him in chat.
I could raid Cozy Chew.
Dog bag.
Let's see.
Yeah, we'll try that. Raid Cozy.
Cozy Chew. Let's see.
I don't remember if they don't like me or not, but I don't care. I am nice.
I'm not live.
Anyways, chat, be good for Cozy. You guys have a good night. And don't forget, we watch movies tomorrow.
Yo.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.